Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Friends. This video I'll be talking about Telltale game. I'm in the in-game form from Telltale Games. And I want you to do something here. I'm gonna tell you all this stuff in the game before on this video. When it's like Secret of the Monkey Island, and to did with Jamie Otterly, it's time with the adventure to begin, and we look many here, mostly on to other stuff projects. The title of games, but then Telltale Games was found. And adventure games of building up the engine with a new engine, Otterly said. And Otterly has enjoyed the studio's first handful of games, but in this, we knew our eyes following the first season of Telltale's of the Walking Dead game, and that's mostly agree with the studio on the map, and we're from here. That Telltale of old was born a studio. We have created a part of The Walking Dead, Adventure and The Walking Dead, and later Game of Thrones and Batman and all this stuff. Projects on Telltale's engine. For some time, Telltale has signed forms with original reading to the to what the cracking down of the Walking Dead with the sounds and all that stuff. The name of the first or the final blow to the company comes when it was the AMC. And we'll play this again. Anyway, and all the news that's come through from Telltale. And but times for not to have Telltale. About time when Telltale shut down, Oddly realized the growing full expression, and the fans of the studio was working forward before studio closure, and begin to look what the wrongs and how the studio could return. But a year later, we would be a new CEO of Telltale after buying the company, or what was left in 2019. So this is what they said in the game form. The COVID-19 pandemic has faced Telltale to create it. Otterly has watched Telltale shut down as a company development and studio project. We had him work since the Walking Dead. In 1990, we're leading a multi-studio and as a government engine, entertainment and more. And some of the former Telltale employee team at Telltale knows about such as. So we want to announce this. We're through all this looking for Telltale's future and all this stuff that's been happening, and we'd love to do more stuff. And as we drop the whip, I couldn't get this out of my head. He continue multiplayer build engine part of what he said. That should mean they can continue to create a whole company of entertainment to make The Walking Dead, making more games at Telltale and all that stuff. As a studio, we learned Otterly, and got confirmed he could bring the studio back. And the residents of Telltale as referred to step on, and the new Telltale brought them back. The next step was developing game. This would play a part and part for Telltale's new future one, and Ollie and the leadership team would try to promise that once they were with the studios and the problems that were known. And Telltale's first big announcement happened at the Game Awards trailer for The Wolf Among Us 2. Which will kind of inspire the development of the old Telltale before the shutdown. But back again as a studio where different and all the stuff has happened. Of the Game of Thrones choice to return with the square of the game, The Wolf Among Us is much a small IP come out. Well, it's a big one, but it should be a big one. But anyway, the chance to do so through as clear as the day for Oddly. Wolf is small IP, yes, but it's one of the most titles of former and something fans have been waiting for years. Ollie says it's and Telltale has been marked for choice. Stop. We know we heard you, and we cannot wait to do more stuff. And thanks. And things that you asked for can do this, and so we can. Okay, this is a concern of the art of Fable Town in Wolf Among Us 2. We've been waiting for a very long time. This is when they announced this month. So they announced this month, and the Wolf Among Us 2 says Bigby, the sheriff of Fabletown in New York City, as in the name of the Fabletown community. The Wolf Among Us 2 cost of 5 episodes. First time that the ad hoc studios formed in 2019 by former Telltale creators, and they're working with first because they want to work with new Telltale. They're working with the new Telltale on this weekend new games, which new Telltale, which it's gonna make up of nearly 50% former Telltale employees. Is developing Wolf 2. We're handling the game development program and more, but Oddly wanted to on Burn as they create the team. When we joined the project on the first thing we agreed is what we don't want to reboot things. Ad hoc COO and Code Founder because let's say there was police as much of the Walking Dead and all that stuff, and the close and all that stuff. There's sort of all this stuff announced from here. And all the gaming form stuff and the problems of the parts Well, Zach Lodley was as nearly 8 years of Telltale development under a bit friendship with the technology development of his studio, and before he become Telltale's first vice president of the engine. After Telltale was utterly read out to chat, and it wasn't long for was back this time as the CTO, and he's got to work and help and the new Telltale, and all the stuff that's happened. And it was part of the company, and updates it's everything is already. And the part of the development of the Wolfenstein 2 and all this stuff. And we add into Telltale's old episodics, and they're working on new episodes after part of the Wolfenstein 2 and all this stuff. There were up to 40 things hopefully run up to 400 employees in a studio in a city. The new Telltale are working development around the world, and the percent of our games, a couple of different teams. We're gonna work on new games. Ollie has said Telltale's questioned all the stuff that's happened. One thing that Ollie said about police helping the riots. Why did ad hoc is helping development Wolfenstein 2? We can do a lot when we are not paying 400 people to Ollie says it's so helpful in the teams because we don't want to move forward. We don't want until we handle the rights with our stories. The new Telltale is wonderful. And Telltale wouldn't release the episode much time needed. One history, new story, new approach. Ad hoc Kurtzstein is on the Wolfenstein. It was the case of the Wolfenstein 2 for ad hoc. The return of Big B Wolf. Well, months of projects working on is the Wolfenstein 2 trailer at Telltale Police. Now, 2 years later, Wolfenstein 2 is fully perfect. We know the story is going to be good. It'll take place after Snow stepped in as deputy mayor. And all that stuff. And all the stuff is here is announced. So all the stuff is here. And there'll be mostly new fables and take place all over New York. I'm hoping for it. Now we're going to talk about Into the Expanse. So this is a game that could happen after the Wolfenstein 2. And Telltale Wolfenstein 2 is working with Deck 9 for the Life is Strange True Colors. of Telltale engine. Wolf Among Us 2 possible code development. That's the game I think it's going to happen after the Wolf Among Us 2. This is all the stuff up here. I'm just going to go down a bit. Yep, all this news that's happened through this time. And I do know other people who joined this expansive Telltale series. Now the Wolf Among Us 2 things we can do, right, completely. Telltale is right. And leadership to the IPs we picked and give people them opportunity studios. Telltale tells stories. We all love that, fans. Part of our brand. This is all we've got into the game form. Please, if you're friends and you don't forget to hit the like button, hit the bell. You don't want to miss any of my Telltale videos on my channel, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next Telltale video in the future sometime.